Buddy. I've had a bit more coffee and just wanted to talk a bit more about GTA 5. Angry Joe did some interesting stuff. You want to see his video, look below. It's got an interesting way of looking at it. His first impressions. I was a bit tired last night, as you could tell. So sorry about that. But yeah, I'm not the basics are I'm not connecting so much with the characters, but here's the thing. The entire game is kind of a commentary on the effects of the bank bailout. And it's kind of a fantasy game for people who were affected by it. Why is that, you ask? Well, the way it starts. Just watch the way it starts. Starts with a bank heist. I kind of had issues with that in my last video, but from what Angry Joe is saying, how it's like, this is real life. This is basically what goes on. We like fantasy movies that came out. Fun with Dick and Jane was a movie about it. It was, why don't we just rob a bank or rob our boss? And that, the mentality of the characters is what has come from this crisis, this financial crisis. So I get it in that respect. And, you play the fantasy of a guy who's robbed the bank. He's stuck at, he got money and he got rich by robbing a bank. So, I don't know. It just, the morals of the characters aren't that great. And it's kind of I guess it's showing the dark side of, well, this is the road not taken. This is, the crazy shit you could have done that you didn't do because you're good people. And, so yeah. And also he talks about, Agjo talks about, waterboarding, which apparently happens in this game. And it's quite disturbing. And I kind of attribute it to, it's like a Christian watching Passion of the Christ for the first time. Kind of reading the Bible going, alright, they say they flailed him, whatever. And you don't know what flailed means. And then you see the movie and you're like, oh, ripping the skin, okay, that's bad. And then you're like, I guess the same reaction will be with the waterboarding scene, because you're like, oh, waterboarding? I've heard of that. I have no idea what it is. Me, personally, I have no idea. But I've heard it like a million times. Waterboarding is bad, it's torture. I have no idea. So, I'm gonna find out, I guess. But, yeah. Check it out. And check his video out. It made me kind of look at the game a bit deeper. Usually they're parroting stuff and it's easier to swallow, and this time it's not so easy. So I guess it's good people getting knowledge from this, but at the same time, I don't know. I want I want a parody. I want it to go a bit more lighthearted, and I'm not into the whole gangster thing. And but that's another interesting thing. The next door neighbor of the kid that you play, it says foreclosure, and that there's like little things all through it that are window dressing, really. I think the part where it fails for me is the story and the characters and all the kind of like up in your face stuff. It's the stuff that surrounds that's really the jewel of this game. And the animation and graphics are just amazing. This is going to look even better on PC. I'm playing on PlayStation 3 and I'm like, wow, this game is beautiful. So I'm still getting used to the controls, so but anyway, You have a good time. I'll catch you later on Topcast. Layer or layer, whatever.